Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the beautiful viewers got their first look at Finn as Steffy tells him about her night with Liam. But what comes next is a shocker. One of the first things that the fans notice is the change in Finn's tanner, novel facial features. A darker Finn emerges, and even Steffy Forrester Jacqueline McInnes Wood seems to back off a bit. Steffy Forrester got her chance to tell Finn about doing the deed with Liam Spencer Scott Clifton. At the same time across town, Liam is on his knees begging Hope Logan Annika Noel for forgiveness. Liam finally got the words out to Hope, and she explodes. But once she contains herself, she agrees to work on her marriage at some level. Hope agrees to salvage what's left if that's even possible on today's Bold and the Beautiful episode. Hope also warns Liam that this is going to take time. But the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers remind the viewers this is before she learns her stepsister is pregnant. A baby in the mix will change everything for Hope. Her explosive reaction to Liam's reveal surprisingly spiked, peaked, then came back down in a matter of minutes. Again, she doesn't know about the pregnancy. When Steffy tells Finn she slept with Liam, his face changed and he zoned out for a minute. It seemed his mind went somewhere, as he wasn't present for a minute or so while Steffy talked to him. Did the good doctor slip off into that dark place that Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint to? Finn's eyes looked like daggers as he fixated on something other than Steffy in the room. His anger seemed to distort his face, giving him a darker look. It appeared even Steffy was taken back for a second with the quick change. Both Steffy and Liam present their cases to Finn and Hope, but neither Hope nor Finn buys everything they say. Hope tells Liam it's like she feels stabbed. The first place of all places he runs is to Steffy's house. While she believes Liam loves her, she also believes he loves Steffy as well. So, when Liam gets this baby news out to Hope, Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest the chance of forgiveness becomes very slim. Finn probably makes the best case of all this week on Bold and the Beautiful. As soon as Steffy tells him about sleeping with Liam, Finn drifts off somewhere else with his eyes fixated on an object in her living room. Steffy tells Finn she is in love with him. She also explains why Liam will always be part of her life because they share a daughter. It's Finn she wants in her future. Steffy didn't do a good job of explaining just why she bedded down Liam. Finn understood Liam's mindset after he thought he saw his wife embraced in a kiss with Thomas Forrester Matthew Atkinson. But he didn't understand why Steffy felt compelled to sleep with him. He believes she needs to take care of him. First, those eyes of Finn slice that picture of Steffy and Liam apart on Tuesday's Bold and the Beautiful. Next, his words do a number on that photo. Finn asks Steffy if she really has that image on the wall so her daughter will see her parents together and happy. Or is it for something else? Perhaps it keeps memories alive for Steffy. Both Hope and Finn make good points with Liam and Steffy, and they put each of them at a loss for words. While Hope seemed willing to push forward with Liam, Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest the news of the baby changes everything. For Finn, he rationalized Steffy's night with Liam in her bed as a night that happened before he was engaged or married to Steffy. But now that they commit to each other, he wants to know this won't happen again. So, it sounds as if he is willing to move forward with Steffy. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that this too becomes complicated when Finn finds out she's pregnant. While Steffy and Finn continue with their relationship, it's Liam he targets. According to Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, there's a dark side of Finn about to emerge, and for a little while, no one sees this but Liam. This adds more worries for Liam because no one sees this dark side of Finn as he grows closer to Steffy and her daughter, who is also Liam's daughter. The spoilers also indicate he warns Liam to stay away from Steffy. It also looks like Hope is gunning for Steffy after the dust settles. The night at the Cliff House began like any other. Quiet, calm, and deceptively peaceful. The ocean breeze drifted through the open balcony doors, carrying the faint sound of waves crashing against the rocks below. But inside, tension was thick enough to choke on. Dr. John Finnegan stood in the living room, his eyes dark and unreadable. Across from him sat Steffy Forrester and Liam Spencer, both looking as though they'd been caught in a storm they couldn't explain or escape. Finn's voice was steady, but his tone carried a sharp edge that made Steffi's pulse quicken. So, he said slowly, we're doing this again. Steffi shifted uneasily on the couch. Finn, don't. He cut her off, raising a hand. Please don't say it's not what it looks like, because every time I've heard that line, it turns out to be exactly what it looks like. Liam exhaled, already on edge. Finn, you're overreacting. We were just talking. Finn's glare could have shattered glass. Talking? He took a step closer, his eyes narrowing. You were holding her hand, Liam, in our home. Steffi looked between them, her heart racing. It wasn't like that. We were discussing Kelly. She's been having nightmares again. And Finn's jaw tightened. And somehow that requires you two to lock eyes like it's prom night? The room went silent. The only sound the faint ticking of the clock on the mantel. Steffi's throat went dry. She'd faced confrontations before. With Hope. With her father. With her mother. But this was different. This was Finn. The man who'd seen her at her lowest and still chosen her. And now, for the first time, she saw a genuine fury flicker behind his calm exterior. Finn, she began softly. You're blowing this out of proportion. His voice was cold. Am I? Liam stood, defensive now. Look, I get it. You don't like me. But Steffi and I share a child. We're always going to have a connection. Finn turned sharply toward him. A connection? Is that what you call it? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you've spent years using that connection as an excuse to crawl back into her life whenever yours with Hope falls apart. Liam's face darkened. That's not fair. Finn's tone sharpened. No. What's not fair is me walking into my home and seeing the woman I love looking at her ex like she's still deciding between us. Steffi's eyes filled with tears. Finn, that's not what this is. But he didn't back down. His gaze burned into both of them. Dagger eyes, sharp with betrayal, heartbreak, and something deeper. Exhaustion. I have stood by you, Finn said, his voice breaking through the heavy silence. Through everything. Through Sheila. Through the lies. Through the danger. I've defended you to my family, to my colleagues, to the entire city when everyone said I was crazy for trusting you. And I never once looked back. He turned his gaze on Liam. But what I can't keep doing is competing with him. Liam's hands tightened into fists. You think I want this? You think I enjoy the tension? Believe me, I've tried to move on, but Steffi will always be in my life because of Kelly. You don't get to rewrite that. I'm not trying to rewrite it, Finn said. I'm trying to survive it. The words landed heavy, and Steffi's breath caught. For a moment, the doctor she knew, the calm, compassionate man who could heal with a touch, seemed replaced by someone harder, colder. You two, Finn said quietly, are trapped in this toxic orbit. You keep pulling each other in, hurting everyone else in the process. Hope. Me. Even your kids. And I'm done pretending it's okay. Steffi rose from the couch, her voice trembling. You're not being fair. You know I love you. Finn met her eyes, but there was no warmth in his. Do you? Of course I do, she said desperately. Everything I've built, this home, our family, it's because of you. Then why? He asked, his tone low and dangerous. Do I always feel like I'm standing in Liam's shadow? The question hung in the air like a blade. Steffi opened her mouth to respond, but no words came, because deep down, she knew what he meant. She'd spent years trying to prove she'd moved on, that her love for Finn was different, deeper, real. But even the strongest love couldn't erase history, and Liam was written into hers in ink that refused to fade. Liam stepped forward, guilt flickering in his eyes. Finn, I'm sorry if I crossed a line. That wasn't my intention. Finn turned to him, his eyes narrowing once more. Your intention stopped mattering the moment you stepped through that door. You've had your chance, Liam, more than once. Don't stand here and act like the innocent bystander when you're the one lighting the matches. Liam's jaw clenched, but he didn't argue. Maybe because deep down, Finn was right. Steffi took a shaky breath. Please, let's not do this here. Kelly's asleep upstairs. Finn laughed bitterly. Of course, because as long as there's a child involved, No one has to take responsibility, right? You can both hide behind parenthood instead of facing what's actually happening here. Steffi's eyes widened. That's not fair. No, Finn said quietly. But it's the truth. He turned away for a moment, running a hand through his hair, trying to control the whirlwind of emotions clawing inside him. When he faced them again, his composure had returned, but his eyes were colder than ever. I don't know what this means yet, he said, but I do know this. I can't live like this anymore. I won't. Steffi stepped toward him, voice trembling. Finn, please. Don't walk away. He hesitated at the door, his back still to her. You want me to stay? Then prove it. Cut him out of your life the way you say you've cut out the past. Liam's head snapped up. That's not fair to Kelly. Finn turned, his glare slicing through him. I'm not talking about Kelly. I'm talking about you. For a moment, the room felt like it might implode under the weight of everything unsaid. Steffi stood frozen, tears welling in her eyes. Liam looked guilty but defiant, and Finn, steady, heartbroken, furious, looked like a man standing on the edge of something irreversible. Finally, he stepped out into the night, the door closing with a final, echoing thud. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.